Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Rybalkin, one of the students lucky enough to be in the BW Sci programs. I'm a rising senior at Central Bucks East High School, and today I'll be presenting a project I worked on during the past few weeks of the RACECAR program. The project goal is to develop a Mecanum wheel platform that students could use to explore alternatives to the more typical two-wheel drive race cars, and also to learn about the advantages, disadvantages, and uses of Mecanum wheels. First off, what are Mecanum wheels anyway? They're a type of tireless wheel. Instead of tires, they have a set of rollers attached to the rim of the wheel. Mecanum wheels come in pairs, and each wheel can push the car both forward and sideways. This mobility makes Mecanum wheels ideal for many industrial and storage environments, especially ones that have flat floors and tight spaces that can't be accessed by typical wheel setups. The dream project would be developing a tangible Mecanum wheel platform for the BW Sci program. The closest feasible project to that would involve three main steps. First would be researching and selecting a commercial robot to use as a base for the RACECAR platform. I've already done this, and I found this DJI RoboMaster S1, which comes with Mecanum wheels and is well built. And it's also about the same size as the mini race cars that all of the students are currently using. Unfortunately, the S1's code is proprietary, so the only way to control the Mecanum wheels is to hack into the robot, which is very time-consuming. After that's been done, a small computing module needs to be integrated into the platform, so students can write and run code on the Mecanum car. I estimated that this project would take 2 to 3 months. However, I want to finish something before the end of the program, so I switched focus to the RACECAR simulator. The simulator is a tool that all us RACECAR students use to test our code in a safe and virtual environment. My goal is to give the RACECAR students an opportunity to experiment with and learn about Mecanum wheels. And creating a virtual platform accomplishes this. And it's also feasible within 2 weeks, which is the time I had to work with. The thing is, though, the simulator was built in the Unity game engine, and all the scripting for the simulator was written in the C# programming language, neither of which I was very familiar with prior to this year's RACECAR program. So I learned C# and Unity as I worked. You can get a pretty good idea of my expertise with all that from the short video I recorded about halfway through my time. Yeah, it's not very impressive, is it? But I kept at it, and here's a demo of my results. And here we are. We're in the simulator. So to sort of explain the controls real quick, on a Mecanum wheel platform, each wheel is controlled by a unique motor. So we can control all 4 wheels independently. If we move all 4 wheels in the same direction, like if we rotate them all forward and backward, then the car will move forward and backward as you'd expect it to. But we can also do other things. Like we can rotate all the wheels on one side the same way, and then all the wheels on the other side the opposite way. And the result of this is that the car turns in place, as you can see here. There's one more configuration we can do to get some interesting results, and that's rotating opposite pairs of wheels in the same direction. So that'd be like rotating the bottom left and the top right wheels at the same speed, and then rotating the top left and bottom right wheels in the opposite direction. And this causes the car to sort of shift to the side like this. Of course, typical wheel arrangements can't accomplish this, so you can use this agility to access certain areas that typical cars can't. And so, for example, let's say a car is driving down this hallway here. This is a corridor that a typical car wouldn't be able to access because the corner is too sharp, right? And the gap is too tight. If you have a real, like if you have the mini race car go through an environment like this, it'll probably get damaged, or it will definitely encounter some trouble. It'll probably get stuck too. It's just not something you'd like to see. So here we can use a Mecanum wheel platform to sort of get around this. So here I've oriented the car like so, And now I can move, oh, the wrong direction. I can move sideways. There we go. I can move sideways here, carefully so I don't crash. And now we're in this tight hallway that I couldn't access before, right? And now that we've reached the end of the hallway, we can now move sideways again until we are free. You can see my steering is pretty bad, right? Because this code is designed as a tool for students to use. The idea is that they can write code which controls each of the 4 wheels individually. And as a result, their control is much more precise than mine. It turns out that controlling 4 wheels with just 1 controller, pretty difficult, but this definitely wouldn't be an issue when students start writing their own code for the platform. So as for some next steps, that tangible Mecanum platform is definitely, even though I didn't accomplish that during 2 weeks, because that's like a 2 to 3 month project, still definitely something I want to go after. It seems really fun. I'd also like to take a quick opportunity to thank the BWSI program staff for bringing me this wonderful opportunity of a program to all of us students. I'd also like to thank the wonderful TAs, especially Matthew Caligaro, who first developed the simulator and gave me the opportunity to create this Mecanum car platform. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.